In America's war on heroin, there are no usual suspects.
Get your hands up!
In the next hour, we will investigate the drug, how it's made, how it's sold, and why even the most unlikely people get hooked on it.
Shut off the car!
Because addicts are in your neighborhood, if not in your house. Anyone can be an addict in the heroin nation. In the world of drugs, heroin is the ultimate security blanket, numbing the body's pain centers and wrapping addicts in a warm, relaxing sensation. Each year, Americans alone spend $10 billion on the drug. But heroin's not a new phenomenon. In fact, the drug has been around in some form for thousands of years. As early as 3400 BC, ancient Sumerians in Mesopotamia sliced open the poppy plant and discovered a gooey substance. It was opium, the root of all heroin. And when they ate it, a numbing euphoria swept through their bodies. It was one of the world's first painkillers. Over the centuries, opium was refined, isolating its pain-killing properties. The process gave way to morphine, and eventually, its more potent form, heroin. When scientists combined morphine with a chemical called acetic anhydride, the result was a synthesized heroin molecule, significantly more addictive than morphine. But what makes heroin so addictive? While morphine and other drugs break down as they move through the body, heroin is more efficient, shooting straight to the brain, where it is rapidly absorbed. At first, scientists underestimated the power of heroin. In fact, when it was first introduced in the late 19th century, drug companies sold heroin as an over-the-counter cough suppressant and painkiller. What they didn't know is that heroin shuts down the frontal lobe, the part of the brain that evaluates the consequences of actions. That's the part of the brain that tells you not to walk into oncoming traffic, or not to drink a cup of burning hot coffee. Users would do anything to get heroin, and America saw a spike in both addiction and violent crime. In 1924, the U.S. banned heroin throughout the country. But today, Americans can buy an even more potent form of the drug right off the street. From coast to coast, the heroin epidemic is here, and no one is safe, especially in places like northern New Jersey. A DEA helicopter flies across the Hudson River. It's a part of America's first line of defense in the war on heroin. The chopper is flying surveillance. The DEA has an undercover agent on the ground looking for heroin dealers in the area.
That's it. That's our two guys. That's our undercover.
DEA agents Doug